All right, guys, let's talk about Webull. This is one of my favorite companies to invest into. I haven't made a video about this in a while, but yeah, I'm still liking Webull. I actually alerted this in the Discord. If you're paying it, if you guys are following my Discord and the swing trade alerts, I did alert this in my swing trade alerts. Let me put my actual camera over here so you can see. But yeah, I alerted this right in here saying, hey, I like this Webull in the $11 area, and that's where I got it. And I'm going to invest in this. I think this is going to go up really big with time. A lot of people, you know, I get it. People are impatient. I'm impatient, but give this time. I'm telling you. We saw Robinhood, we saw SoFi. We saw all these companies hit lows after their IPO, and they went up massive. Here's the daily looking chart. You can see Webull. We went up all the way up to $80. Of course, that's unsustainable, and we come crashing down. All right, and we come all the way down here to 11 bucks. But if I'm looking at the long-term picture on this, the monthly, I really feel like we're gonna have a massive bounce here. All right, the monthly right here has an EMA 50 at the bottom. We hit this weekly here more than I thought it would be, but I believe in the long-term future of this. So I think what a lot of people should do is, this is at a great point to do the wheel strategy. And this is what I'm doing. If you have an average with me at $11, go into your option chain and sell some calls, guys. Sell some calls and make some money. For example, look at this 4 days out. Um, I can sell, since I have it, you can sell a $12 for this. I don't think that's much premium. I would go 18 days out and be like, let's see if I can get like a $13 strike here. And look at this, 18 days out, I could sell this at the 40 cents mark here. How many contracts you have? Let's say you have 20 contracts. You can make $800. Every contract is 100 shares. The farther out expiration you go, the more money you can make, like 31 days out. You can see right here, the $13 strike is now giving you 60 cents. And basically what that means is if I have $11 average, I'm taking 60 cents off of that. So now it becomes like a 10.40. You just minus whatever your average is, you minus the premium, you minus it from your average. So, and every contract you could sell is if you have 1,000 shares, well, then you could sell 10 contracts. If you have 10 contracts and you sell it at 60 cents, you collect $600. $600 automatically goes to your broker. So that's how I'm planning to do it, and just keep doing that. Now, if I get assigned, like let's say it goes above $13 by my expiration, well then fine. Then I made money on the share price going up and the premium. So I'm a long-term vision on this thing. I think this thing is a really great stock. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite brokers. We saw Robinhood, Hood took a very long time to go up in time. Look at the weekly chart. This thing was, IPO'd way up in here too at the $85. It came crashing all the way down to $7, consolidated for quite some time, and then it picked up some steam. If you had the patience to wait, you made massive money on Robinhood. But you want to do the wheel strategy, cover calls all throughout here, making that money. Okay? My kid is having a really fun time in the background. All right, so Webull, another way to do it, let's say you want to, with my strategy, I love scalping it, and making massive turns. Look to get entries into the lower Keltner on the 15-minute chart. You can see when you get there, you make that massive gain. When price comes to this lower Keltner, it's overextended to the downside. What has happened? Price comes back up. I mean, look at these kind of returns here. From this low to this, a nice 4% return. Not too shabby, right? So this is how you could keep playing those bounces till it actually starts moving, depending on what your average is. But if you have a higher average, let's say you even have a $15 average, well, yeah, I would go out here a month out and be like, see where I can sell some cover calls, right? Even on this $15 strike, you can get some premium. You just got to go farther expiration. This is 31 days out. Let's say you have let's say you have a $15 average. Well, bam, I'll lower it by 40 cents within a month now. Ideally, what you want to see is when a month passes, this gets close to that $15 strike, then you can sell massive premium. So you just need price to kind of come up, so you just keep selling a month out and collect that 40 cents premium right here. And if price stays below $15, well, you keep the shares you've had, which, no big deal, and you just keep the premium. You just keep collecting premium. So, you have 10 contracts and you sell this for right here on the mid at 40 cents, you collect $400. You have 20 contracts, you collect $800. Every 100 shares, you can sell one contract. So just count your shares. If you have 1,000 shares, You can sell 10 contracts. All right. This is how I look to do it. I have all these videos on how I do this, guys, on the swing trading education, how to do cover calls, and literally reducing your average without buying more shares. If you don't have enough, because I get it all the time, I don't have enough capital to lower my average down. What should I do? Well, don't just twiddle your thumbs. Sell cover calls, okay? That way, instead of waiting for Webull to go up, at least you're making some money, right? So I think this in the long term, no doubt about this is going to go up in the long term. I have a time frame? No. I don't mind holding this investment. I'm going to hold this for a very long time, at least probably a year. I think this can go way above $20, all right? But yeah, also when if you have this super high, follow my Keltner rules. Price is unsustainable above this upper Keltner. It's just unsustainable. It can't hold this up. IPOs are really risky. They always fall down. They always fall down. But I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this stock. If you don't have the stock right now, well, you could just keep buying these and scalping it, right? Making those 4 or 5% is not too shabby either. But this is how I'm looking to do it. This is my update on it. It's the best wheel stock in my opinion. If you want to just keep selling cover calls, just keep making that money. When it starts to going up, then you can sell more and more premium, and you just keep going farther out of the money is what you can do. So let's say price goes to 14.5 next month, and you had a $15 average. Well, now you could sell a lot of premium and lower your average. Essentially, what you can do is if you do this long enough, your average can become zero if you do it long enough. Essentially, you can own free shares of Webull. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to join the Discord, learn my advanced strategies, learn what I plan to do, everything that you need to do, click the link down below in YouTube comments below and in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Click how to subscribe and hit hashtag #DayTradeAlerts. Bam, bam, you'll get access to everything literally for $12 a month. I'll be there with you guys. Anything that you guys need, if you support me, I'll be there to, help you guys out, showing you these advanced strategies, showing you guys how to make passive income, showing you my day trading strategy. You want to join the Zane Swing Trading Plus because I day trade every day, make massive money doing these very particular strats, like literally something like this, where you hit the lower Keltner channel with time distance, it goes up and make massive money. Bam, bam, keep making those gains like that. But this is what I like to teach. I trade full time. This is what I do. And it works, guys. It really does. This is you're going to have everything that you need. Day trading education, everything that I look to do here. My day trading, swing trading education, it's all in there if you want to watch my videos. And I go live every day, live streaming. So if you ever need any questions, I'm there for you guys. I'm very transparent. All right, Webull, this is a good company, all right? Weather the storm, sell cover calls if you can. I recommend that because this is going to be a good investment. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Join the Discord, $12 a month. Make sure you subscribe on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. You will have to subscribe on the computer if you're using an Android, but it's worth it, guys. I'll see you there.